When did the Avenger match a Kage? Not with the Renegon at the finale. Far earlier, and not where you think. Last time I found that second for Naruto. Today, for his eternal rival. Sasuke Uchiha, traitor, clan prodigy, outcast. Some swear he was Kage level as a kid at the Valley of the End. Others say only during the war. I'll break it down by the evidence and name the exact frame where the outcast matched the rulers of villages. The Lector, the Power Archive. Same protocol. Let's begin. You already know the criterion. It does not change from case to case. Otherwise, this is not an archive. It's a matter of taste. Kage level is when appointing a character as head of a village raises not a single question. Not from the council, not from the jonin, not from the viewer. In the Naruto file, this bar worked flawlessly. Today's defendant is trickier. Sasuke Uchiha does not grow like a ladder. He grows in leaps. And almost every leap is paid for with someone else's power. Orochimaru's seal, his brother's eyes, the sage's chakra. So the protocol gains one clarification. We are not looking for the first loud corpse on his record. We are looking for the moment his power became fully his own and fully under control. Entered into the protocol. Chronology, fight by fight. We start exactly where the last case ended. The Valley of the End, from the other bank. The Valley of the End, the finale of Season 1. Last case we watched the red chakra. Now look at the gray wings across from it. Sasuke with the second stage of the Cursed Seal, against one tail of the 9 tails. The level shown is impressive. Speed a genin's body should not survive. A Chidori that punches through a rib cage. Victory over the Jinchuriki of the strongest tailed beast. And the fandom rushes in with the hat. He was Kage level even then. Overruled, and you already know why. The second stage of the seal is not Sasuke. It is a vial of Orochimaru's power poured into a boy's body. Take the vial, get the bill. The seal eats his mind and body, and the vial's owner is waiting for his payment. Remove the seal, and what remains is a gifted genin with a 2 Tomoe Sharingan. Strong, promising, not a Kage. The archive's first rule cuts both ways. Borrowed power is not your achievement. Same for Naruto's fox, same for Sasuke's seal. The mark, low. Next, 3 years that changed everything, and that the fandom reads completely wrong. The time skip. When Naruto comes back with one oversized Rasengan, Sasuke walks out of Orochimaru's dungeons a different man. Count what is shown. Chidori pushed through a conductor, stretched into a spear and a current. Snake summons. Kenjutsu with the Kusanagi blade. A 3 Tomoe Sharingan reading movement before it starts. The control sample. The reunion with Kakashi's team. From one ledge, Sasuke holds 4 opponents in view, including a jonin, and leaves without a scratch. That is no genin. That is an elite jonin by any scale. And then the scene the defense always slams on the table. Sasuke walks into the room of a dying Orochimaru and absorbs him. Killed a Kage. Therefore, is a Kage? The protocol demands honesty. By that moment, Orochimaru is a wreck, a body rejecting him, an illness that ate his arms faster than any seal. A prime Sannin would have crushed the boy. And Sasuke himself says it to his face. You've simply grown weak. He did not defeat Orochimaru. He defeated Orochimaru's shadow and took it for himself. The mark climbs high, but the bar is not cleared. His own power has not yet been presented. It will be, to his brother. The fight he walked toward for 8 years. Itachi Uchiha. The stage of the final duel. An abandoned Uchiha stronghold, a thunderstorm, 2 Sharingan. Log the opponent by the archives files. Itachi is a Kage-level figure at minimum, the genius who erased his own clan in one night. Sasuke survives Tsukuyomi, the genjutsu that broke Kakashi, pushes his katon to the limit and forces out the Amaterasu. The final move, Kirin, lightning pulled down from the sky, a technique with no hand signs, 80 million volts. Itachi falls. Sasuke stands. Case closed. Case just got complicated. The autopsy showed what everyone now knows. Itachi was terminally ill, half blind, and from the first frame to the last, he was throwing the fight. He came to lose, to free his brother from the cursed seal, to burn Orochimaru out of him, to gift him his eyes, and to die with a smile. The archive's second rule, word for word from the Naruto file: victory over an opponent who throws the fight proves nothing. But one thing changes forever: the Mangekyo Sharingan, his own earned step, paid for with the most terrible price of his life. The mark on the borderline. The bar trembles, and the next episode shows why we do not rush. A good protocol records the falls, not just the flights. The first mission of Team Taka: capture the 8 Tails. The target? Killer B, a Jinchuriki in full control of his beast. And this is the single cleanest testimony in the whole file. Sasuke at peak form, with a team, with the Mangekyo. The result? B toys with all 4 of them, breaks Sasuke's ribs, puts 7 blades into him at once, twice brings him to the state of a corpse. Jugo and Karin drag him back, literally stitching him together. Even Amaterasu, the Mangekyo trump card, B shakes off with a transformation. And the final nail, the 8 Tails escapes, leaving a tentacle as a body double. The mission failed on every count. The protocol question: can a shinobi who gets dismantled by an active Jinchuriki be called Kage level? No. The mark freezes below the bar, which makes what happens weeks later all the more valuable, because the next scene is the summit of the 5 Kage. The land of iron, the summit of the 5 Kage, the 5 strongest rulers of the world at one table, guarded by the best jonin on the planet, and one man who breaks in intending to kill. Study the battle log, because it is unprecedented. Sasuke cuts through samurai alone, takes a head-on collision with the 4th Raikage, a sitting Kage, a close combat monster. The price of the exchange is the Raikage's own arm, burned off against Amaterasu. Survives the combined assault of Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari. Walks out from under the techniques of the Mizukage and the Tsuchikage, alive, from the epicenter. Alone, against the elite of the shinobi world. And then, Danzo Shimura, acting Hokage, a man with 10 Sharingan in his arm, and Izanagi, a technique that rewrites death itself. Sasuke methodically cracks the trick, counts the eyes, burns through the attempts, drives Izanagi down to 0, and puts a Chidori through Danzo's chest. Notice what he does it with: the eternal Susanoo, armor and blade made of his own Mangekyo chakra. Not Orochimaru's vial, not a gifted handicap. His own power, under full control, used against a man who wore the Hokage hat. The protocol check: does appointing this shinobi as head of a village raise any question about power? Not one. About power, not one. The bar is cleared. The gauge punches through the ceiling. I will name the exact second in the verdict. First, the stress test, same as in the Naruto file. If the bar was truly cleared at the summit, from there the curve must go up with no rollbacks. Verify. Step 1. The War. Sasuke, alongside Edo Itachi, dismantles Kabuto, the man who absorbed Orochimaru's power and declared himself beyond the Sannin. Step 2. A resurrected Madara and the living Hokage on one battlefield. Sasuke fights in a line of legends and is not lost among them. Step 3. The gift of the Sage of Six Paths. A 6 Tomoe Rinnegan, a perfect Susanoo equal to a tailed beast. Ame no Tejikara, instant spatial swaps. The case's scale is cracking. A familiar sound, isn't it? The final entry. Sasuke, paired with Naruto, seals Kaguya Otsutsuki, the goddess, the progenitor of all chakra. 2 people on the planet could do it. He is one of the 2. And the last stroke, after the war's credits, a lone duel against a full-power Naruto, as equals, to the loss of an arm each. Verification passed. After the summit, not a single rollback. Kabuto, Madara, a goddess, an even fight with the strongest shinobi of the era. The curve is vertical. The threshold stands where we fixed it. Time to deliver the verdict. The verdict. Not the cursed seal at the valley. Not a drained Orochimaru. Not an Itachi who threw the fight. Sasuke matched Kage level the moment he first used power fully his own and under control, the eternal Susanoo, and killed an active village head with it, Danzo. The exact evidence, the Kage Summit arc. There, the Avengers stopped taking what was borrowed and killed a man who wore the Hokage hat. From that frame, the question, could Sasuke run a village, is gone. The Sasuke Uchiha file, confirmed, closed. Funny thing, Naruto and Sasuke matched Kage level in nearly the same arc, but one through control of himself, the other by killing a Kage. Which of them was stronger at that line is a separate file. Vote below for whose we open next. This was the Lector. Case closed.